There's look at this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of wisdom, and why did it downwards treasured sites in Christianity?
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. Gotta change the background. That's why we're a minute late. Couldn't find the background. I am pleased to say that we are live. Yeah. And for those of you who are working the 9 to 5s, thank you very much for spending a few hours here. If we make it that long, we'll try. Usually an hour and a half minimum to 2 hours maximum. And usually we go to 11 past hour number 2. So keep your eyes on that. Yes, I forgot the eye drops. Thank you for reminding me. Got them. Never go home. Never go anywhere without them. Don't leave home without them is what I was trying to say. Yep, we are here on a Tuesday this year has been nothing but turmoil and passion and hatred, and it seems like people took a day off today. So shame on you, because UFOlogy never stops. UFOlogy keeps going round and round the world. Where it stops, well, nobody knows. Well, we do know. See these people? Especially this guy. Don't look him. I had to put glasses on him because that's Stan Romanek. You don't look him in the eyes, people. No. But what happened to them? We're going to talk about that tonight. A lot of people love Michio Kaku, as do I. This is not a hit piece. This is not an attack. It's all same thing. Oh, I got to put eye drops in my eyes, I tell you. Oh, there's the other light. Look at the difference. Now I look 5 years older. I've got some videos I want to show you. I know, I was talking about Michio. Love him. Think he's the greatest. But the other guy, Neil deGrasse Hole Tyson, not a big fan anymore. It hurts to watch him, because I feel like I'm being duped all throughout the conversation. I can't even watch his old shows. Can't watch them anymore. He's gotten... we'll talk about it. Some videos to go over, a couple of stories, this incredible beam of light that we never get to... Well, you'll see. Well, let's start the show off with that. After roll call, everybody. Hey, welcome to Goof On, Adam J. Spaceman. Welcome to the show. You get first dibs because you're new. Alien Girl Uno, welcome to the show. Denbup, welcome to the show. David Mihal. I hope I'm saying that right, David. I'm probably trying too hard. Welcome. Coral Ann, welcome to the show. Jimmy Mack, welcome to the show. No, I don't spend all show doing this. Thank you for asking. Shelly Michelle Morrison, thank you very much. Welcome to the show. Franklin Mathers, welcome to the show. Goth White Inc., hey, welcome to the show. The beautiful Felicia Flores, welcome to the show. Mike Geometria is here, welcome to the show. Alien Space Love, welcome to the show. You guys are catching on. That's right, Neil deGrasse Hole Tyson. Say it with me. Neil deGrasse Hole. It feels good. I mean, that should be a new word, regardless of him, right? DeGrasse Hole. You're such a DeGrasse Hole, dude. Huh? What? You said DeGrasse Hole? Yeah, I did. Big Fat Creep. Welcome to the show. Off-World Adam. Welcome to the show. Brian L. Welcome to... Ooh. All right. Out of my mind. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was wrong. Out of mind. Welcome to the show. Area 503 Manny. Welcome to the show. By the way... Nah, we won't talk about it. No, I'm joking. Manny's coming out with the documentary, as you heard, this week. Saturday? I think it's Saturday. Yeah, it's, oh shit, I don't know. What's the name, Manny? Put it in. What is it? Talking, what is it? It's about, what's his name? Luis Elizondo. Something, Look, hey, I'm bad at names. Who are you? Welcome to the show. I'll look it up. We'll pull it up on the screen here in a minute. Justin Kropa, welcome to the show. Who's coming in through the front door? Frankie B? You know, you were already here. Welcome. Stu Gerson, the biggest star in the world all the time. Walter, welcome to the show, Mr. Corbin. And everybody else. Welcome, welcome. Kazakaz, what's up? Kazi Cares, welcome to the show. Right? Now we get started. Oh, Steph Pants. I apologize. That's 2 shows in a row. These are the wrong ones. These are triple action, but they don't burn my eyes. I want the cooling sensation of a drop on my pupil. Yeah, that would sound weird if we were in school and I said that. And I was the teacher. Welcome to the show, everybody. Let's get this Steph Pants. It's Steph Paints. Welcome to the show. And Raymond Lawrence. I can't forget about Ms. DJ, and Mike Johnson. Welcome, welcome. Coming through the front door, Tim Freestone. All right. Channel no more. See, I cannot not say hi. At Randall, what's up? Hey, guess what? The show has you, my friend. That's special. Nathan! All right, I can't stop tonight. Yeah, Murder Hornet returns. Nathan's here. What's up? Sky Allen also. See, when new people come in, I gotta say hi, and I usually don't do this anymore. Alcy Tiger, Third Phaser, Gruffonian, Quaker, Rock Fam. Nobody here can do that better than me. Because it's like the 90th time I've said it, but that's a mouthful. Alcy Tiger, Third Phaser, Gruffonian, Quaker, Rock Fam. I walk around the house saying that. Yeah, that's me. It may seem weird to you, but it's my show. I swear I got no respect. None of that stuff. I want to talk about this beam of light. It's gorgeous. It's like, unlike anything you've ever seen. It's almost as if God is kissing the earth through Mother Nature's lips. Let me share this with you. It's one of those nights. If you want to help support the show, we've got all that stuff going on, you know. What is it? Super Chat, Super Sticker. Then they got the Cash App, PayPal, or you can become a patron. If you want, you don't have to. See, I don't care. Whatever. All right, here it is. Beam of light, like something from a sci-fi movie, leaves witnesses stunned. Stunned. That's it. No, that's not it. I'm joking. There have been many UFO sightings recently. While plenty of those crafts might be unidentified at the time, there is typically a perfectly reasonable explanation for them. They could just be drones or sky lanterns or some other earthly thing. The same is true for things that, well, might seem like extraterrestrial to witnesses, which is exactly what happened recently in Turkey. Residents and visitors to the country's Zigana Pass in the Pontiac Mountains were treated to a very rare but also eerie phenomenon that many thought was some kind of alien tractor beam, bringing up people and wildlife to an awaiting spacecraft. What those in the area, which is popular for skiing, watched was a bright golden beam of light shining on a single point in the mountains. Stay focused on that spot for 3 hours. All right, you ready? You ready for all the hula balabla? What do they call hullabaloo? Lou? Hullabala. It's beautiful, isn't it? Makes you want to look up and kiss the lips of God. Look at it moving. It's so cool. Oh, that wasn't it. Go back. Go back, Johnny. Look at it move. That really is cool. Yeah, it's just the optics of the camera, that's all. Don't get excited. That's all it is. It's a big beam coming out of the sky. It's not an alien. But they sure, like, pumped it up, right? What am I doing? They pumped it up. This guy over here, Abdullah Arugula, said he's seen many different kinds of beautiful vistas before, but never like this. He stated, "Well, we always recommend that our visitors watch the unique views of Zigona. They were lucky to see the most stunning scene today. That beam of light hit the slopes for Zigona." I don't know if that's how they speak, but I went by his name, and I don't know if I'm right. Hit the slopes of Zigana for a really long time. That's all I wanted to say. Big deal. It's beautiful, though. Don't you love nature? It's like, how can we do this to our planet over and over and over again? Just, well, I guess we have to eat. What do people think we should be doing? You know what I mean? We're killing the planet. What's the solution there, Karen? It's the planet, Rich. It's not like a paper bag on the ground. I understand that. What am I missing? Tim Freestone. That's a whole $1 right there, man. You are. Now, I that came out wrong, and I apologize for that. That's not how I wanted it to sound. I caught myself. I don't know what I was going to say, but it wasn't that. And that just sounded bad, Tim. But thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate it. I do. Everybody knows I do. That's why I do this. Shout it out everybody's name. Shout out everybody's name. Because that's how much it means. That just sounded bad, Tim. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if Tim feels a little jilted on that one. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. You know I do. All right. We'll give Tim this one. Thank you, Tim. Rich is an asshole. $1 goes to Goof on English. Mucho gusto, generoso. And also a continuing supporter of Goof On. Thanks, Tim. He knows I'm joking. I would never say such things. I almost said it. Steph Paints, $20, just because you actually made me laugh out loud. Sincerely, Steph Pants. Do you know I had to triple check that quick because I thought, well, he's tricking me or she's tricking me. I'm sorry. Could be short for Steven. Steph, I'm sorry. I hope. See, now you're not laughing. See, now you're mad. Oh my God, do not super chat this show. The host is an asshole. Thank you very much. Of course, you get the big one too. Thank you, Steph Paints, for a $20 contribution to Goof On because we made you laugh. Gosh. Mucho gusto, generoso. Steph Pants. All right, back to the show. Thank you. Continuing supporter now. And you made me laugh. No, I know. Who's the new guy here tonight? It's not always like this. Usually we just total business. It's all business here. Yeah, you look in the archives, you'll see. Nobody laughs. COVID. Nobody coughs COVID away better than me. I may have caught it twice. All right. Definitely had it once. Second time, probably. I couldn't find a test. And I'm not going into one of those places you got to give your name. Not going to get me that way. No way. I'm not going on record showing that I care. Get the wrong guy. It's all about me. It is. Because it's just me. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I don't even have a dog, a cat, a bird, a fish. I have nothing. Not even a turtle. I have friendly lizards. So I want to show, speaking of lizards, what a segue. Check this out. This comes in from Coral Land via Facebook Messenger. This is, right? I think you sent me this dinosaur robot. Real dinosaurs attack crowd of people. Don't know if I've ever seen this before. I don't think I've ever played it here and probably get a copyright thing, but it's okay. That's a robot. That's not real. Oh, it looks like it ate its head for a second, that person's head. By the way, they found out now. Dinosaurs like this had feathers. Why am I yelling? I noticed that I yell a lot. I'm going to stop yelling. Look at this thing. Always with the Chewbacca growl, but in his version.
Japan
Look at the
has managed
eyes.
to make a real living dinosaur.
It blinks.
And they have tamed it and are now showing it to the world.
Wow.
It's the ferocious Allosaurus, the top predator from the Jurassic period 155 million years ago. This thing was around millions of years before T-Rex.
Well, not this thing. Not this model. Look at them. Look, they're protecting people from getting shit on. We're going to catch the poop. That's what they're
They
doing.
grow to almost 10 meters long and weigh 4 tons.
What are they going to do?
And if
Like,
it runs
what are they
faster
going to
than
do?
Usain
Prevent it
Bolt,
from falling
they're all
over?
screwed.
So that thing has definitely fallen over before and killed somebody. That's why they've got 3 people running around it. Look,
Trying to decide which member of the audience
they got Jet
wants
Li
to
on
be.
one side. That's not nice. That is just racist. They're in Japan or China. Are they in China? Wow, this is so cool. Oh, I see. They're the trainers. Oh, that looks real. Yeah, good job.
Okay, all jokes aside, this is obviously fake.
Good job.
It's a human-operated robot modeled off real dinosaur skeletons. It's created by Japanese company.
Japanese. Was right the first time. Second
Part of a
time.
pitch for an amusement
No, I was
park where
wrong.
People could interact with the dinosaurs.
That's why they're not showing the feet that much, because the feet look like they look like rubber shoes,
Where do I send my money?
right?
It's reportedly made of carbon fiber composites,
Composites?
and there is one person inside who controls all the.
Yeah, just dangle your hand out there like that. Oh no, that poor guy, that poor
I think
tourist.
it's every kid's dream to see a dinosaur.
See, you can't train these things. I've been
You
saying
might
this
be
for over
rethinking it
100
after
million
seeing how
years.
terrifying this is in person.
Why am I yelling again? I'm yelling. These dinosaurs are a pain in the ass to train. Now, when I had one, when I was a caveman, ours never ate people. No. The one I had was a little smaller than this. Yeah, this one's like, I think that's a 10-footer, 12-footer. Yeah, ours was only 8. Yeah, it weighed 2,600 pounds, though. Strong, yeah. Yeah, it takes about a year for it to walk because it's a predator. Yeah, it would be the other way around. It would only take like 12 hours to get it to out of the womb. Dinosaurs had to take off running, right? Or flying. What I want to know is, oh, I got to tell you about this. Never mind that comment. I have the Oculus, put you in virtual reality. And, I wasn't feeling great, and I was awake for part of the day. This was yesterday. And I haven't eaten. So I was kind of like, I want to do something. I want to escape this reality. So I put on the thing, and I didn't feel like spending money. So I just played the free version. They have it's free. They give it to you for free, a roller coaster game. Call it a game, but it turns into one. And I went through the Jurassic period, with all the dinosaurs. In this roller coaster, you can pick your own roller coaster, the environment and everything. It's pretty cool. And you go on this roller coaster, and there's a little dot, set like concentric circles and a red dot in the middle of them, about 4 or 5 deep. And it says, look here if you feel like you got motion sickness. And I said, yeah, start it. So I pulled down the lever, and this is after the training mission. They give you a training feel, and didn't affect me. I'm like, no problem. I got so nauseous, I had to take the thing off. It was so real. And, I haven't eaten and everything, and half awake, wink, wink. Come on. I still have a reputation as a man. Anyway, you go through all these dinosaurs, and they come up to you, and at the end, you think you're done. And then all of a sudden, you start going backwards. Oh, yeah. And the big Tyrannosaurus Rex chases after you. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah. And I had to take the thing off. I was nauseous for a good 15, 20 minutes after that. I fell back to sleep for 3 hours. So I have some sad news. Not entirely sad, just worrisome. Alien Addict was in the hospital Sunday. He messaged me here about an hour ago, and because I saw his message saying ambulance came to get him. They thought he was having a heart attack. I guess, one of those slow ones. I was being accused of having one too. And I took myself to the hospital. But it wasn't that. He says he's good. All right, he's fine. Just a little problem with the ticker. It's myocarditis. They think it might be. So, throw some prayers out to Alien Addict and his heart. Huh? Yeah, that's Ollie from Alien Addict. I don't know if he wanted me to say anything, but I said it because prayers are important, because it's good vibes, and that's what this whole entire life we live in is made of. Maybe. Nobody knows. Heck, I'm a big proponent of the law of attraction, so don't tell me I don't believe in some sort of vibrational field that can sense our being and alter things, change our lives, and prevent us from yelling. Let's not yell. I feel like I'm yelling. I listened to part of a show we did the other night. Last night, I think it was. And I'm like, why am I yelling? Is the microphone too close? So I lowered the volume just about 8%. And then I put this thing back a little further away. Hopefully it's a little better. Because I was like, dude, shut off. And if you lower my volume, like, because I talk so loud, then you don't hear the other people, the video clips, and you're always up and down with the volume. Not on my show. What do we got? UFO sightings. What is this? This is from the ISS. Yeah. And it's from January. Who sent me this? I gotta shout out the person. Oh, William Graham gave me the beam of light thing. Thank you. Coral gave me the robot we just saw. Thank you for that. What was I looking for? Oh, who sent me this? Yeah. It's not very question. Sorry. Huh. Well, I don't know. But thank you for sending it, person. I bet you it was from, no, not Facebook. Maybe it was Facebook. I'm wasting so much time. All right, let's play this. There's a light that's going to show up. The ISS is right here in front of you, right here. Okay. And this comes from UFOlogy 2012. The link will be in the description, as are all the clips we play here after the show. That was weird. That was like the end of a TV show or something, wasn't it? You see where that big red arrow was?
Currently totaling just over 400 tons, orbiting at an altitude of around 400 kilometers at a...
So, here we go. Yes, I'm stopping it because that's basically the video. That's basically the video. So, I have to stop it to fair use it. You know that. That's how we give our analysis. So, this here, it just gets a little brighter. And they zoom in a little bit on it. I'll play it again here for a second or two. But there's nothing really magical going on here. Although, you would think that the ISS would have covered it up and go dark or whatever, right? They did not.
Scientific experiments impossible to carry out on Earth. The ISS...
So I want to show you something. This is extremely important to what we do here at GoofOn, is explain things as best we can. So you see here, I noticed the sun. You can see it hitting this side of the International Space Station, right? Right? It's probably back here a little bit off to the right, it looks like, because this part's not illuminated, so it's somewhere on this side of it. Anyway, it's shooting down this way. You can see the Earth, the timeline there, the horizon. Now, there are these things called satellites. And there are some that are called iridium flare satellites. They have really big solar panels on them, like really big. And they reflect the sun in such a way it looks like a UFO from the ground. It looks like it gets as big sometimes, not a lot, but some of them reflect the sun so much you think it was a full moon. There are apps for these iridium flare satellites. They track them. They tell you how long they stay lit. They tell you how bright their illumination is. 1 million candles. No, it's something else. But that's what this is, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't make any sudden moves. It doesn't blink, although there are blinking iridium flare satellites. Yeah, because they're spinning. And it's the way the panel hits the sun. And it looks like there's an object in the sky. This should be on GoofOn U. GoofOn University. I never started the school back up. Maybe we should. Yes, don't get fooled by the colors. That happens when there's reflection of light off a glass. Well, how come I don't see the satellite? That's how bright these things get. They will cover the entire satellite up with brightness. Hey, it's my idea. Let me have it. Watch this. Now you're going to say, it's moving. Is it? Ooh, what have we learned so far? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. At least I taught you something. So, anyway. And yes, it could definitely be satellite, an iridium flare satellite, reflecting its solar panels. Or it's a UFO. You pick it. Oh, now we got to throw in, or it's a secret project too? Forget that. Oh, right, space debris. Oh, forget that too. Let's just call it a balloon. Right? Friggin' Jagovs. Did we show the beam? Oh, yeah, we did. That beam of light. What a letdown. Beautiful, though. Beautiful. So, you see these people? We're going to talk about one of them real quick. And I want to go to Michio Kaku because our new friend likes Michio Kaku a lot. I do too. I think Michio Kaku is a very nice and smart guy. However, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, ching, these two did a role reversal. Michio Kaku used to be a super skeptical guy. We're never going to find... No, he doesn't sound like that, Elvis, does he? We're never going to find alien life because he used to say the chances are there could be life out there. We will never know about it because the distance is too great. Now the guy's changed his tune, Michio Kaku I'm talking about. Now he's like, it's possible they may have been here the whole time. Well, I think that's admirable of him. This is the positive way to change. Right? He didn't do anything negative. He just added something to his repertoire of things that he believes. And I like that answer. Because I don't know. I have a feeling, an aching, yearning feeling, that aliens and the spiritual realm are one and the same. Why things went like, how can they not be connected? Even poltergeist activity. Why couldn't that be an alien in a different dimension, just tweaking his electronics just enough to push stuff in our dimension? What if that's possible? Or they're right here next to us. You know, dodging me right now, you know. I can't see or feel them, but they're just 1 degree off of the vibration level where I could see them, or whatever it's called. Dimension, I don't know. I know, you pick it. Interdimensional, multidimensional, alternate reality. Just pick your poison. Hey, Mr. D.B. Cooper's back. Good to see you 2 nights in a row. Holy McGillicuddy, I can't believe it. Good. That sounded like a bad actor, right? Didn't that sound weird, what I just said? Anyway. But anyway, double anyway, Michio Kaku, in my book, although a little bit annoying sometimes, and he could be a little verbose. No, but he's a good guy. I think he's one of the good guys out there. You know? Yeah. What's up, Den Bub? Got him, smoke him? I got the phone down here so I can see any activity I need to know about. I don't want people swearing, You guys be good. Be good in that chat room. We were named the most happiest place in YouTube chat world. How's that? The best chat room on the internet. Well, for UFOs. That's what I heard. I don't know where the article is. I'm not going to look for it now. Come on. Don't you feel like it, though, sometimes? It's like, how do we survive all this stuff together, right? Some of you leave, you come back, and, we're still here. All right, next person in line is Neil deGrasse Tyson. And I cannot not say the name deGrasse. I have to. I must. Yeah, he's gotten more verbose than anything. In a bad way. Yeah, I don't like this I'm better than you attitude. I almost feel like he thinks he's smarter than everybody else, and he's got an ego that goes with it. It's weird. It's like me. You mean I'm not Rich Giordano, I'm Dick Benigna? I just thought of that. Beninia. That's a good last name. It's a real name too, Beninia. When you're a telemarketer, you see all sorts of names. Beninia is a real name. So your name's Iva? Iva Beninia? Nice. Nice. Can I speak with Iva Beninia, please? Iva Beninia? It's benign. Oh, sorry. Neil deGrasse has turned into the almost villainous of villains when it comes to talking about aliens. This guy doesn't believe anything anymore. He echoes the same thing as Michiu, but with an a-hole activity behind it. Oh, he says, well, we're not smart enough to get that far. Not smart enough? Well, not yet. That's not nice to say. Just say we haven't figured it out. That distance is so great, and our scientists will never figure it out. Not in my lifetime. You don't believe that we already have anti-gravitical machinery? By the way, I don't like that word, anti-gravitical. It's a terrible word. So is tornadic. Don't say tornadic for tornado. It's stupid. We have tornado activity. We're not about to have tornadic activity. Sorry. Same, don't say supposedly. And it's ask, not ax. Just saying. Oh, and it's escape, not escape. And learn how to use two, and two. There, and there. You, ya, and your. See, now I went off on a tangent, new guy. We don't like that here at Goof On, because it makes people angry. We stop talking. So Neil deGrasse has just turned into an asshole. That's my point. That's all it is. He thinks he knows it all, and it's annoying. Now, I used to like him, but now he just sounds like a condescending a-hole. He does remind me of the guy on the Love Boat. Who was the guy who did that? Love. He was the bartender. Yeah, that's an interesting picture I found there, isn't it? That's like an older one from the 90s. I think he was rocking his... who's that comedian? Who's that comedian? Everybody thought he played Wazoo or Shazam. That guy. Isaac. Yes! Thank you. Black Lotus, thank you very much. What's up, Dorothy Hawkins? Yes, I love that place. Send me there, Dorothy. I want to go to the grammar place. Police. That place. Black Lotus is here. What's up? Kim Mercado, I saw you at it. Just haven't had a chance to say hi, Brian L. What's up, Brian L? Ale Warrior. Josh Anonymous. What time is it going to be released online, that area? I think he said it's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. Let me pull it up. Is it on your channel? Area 503. 2, and 2, you know? I read an article just the other day that was from a magazine, and right? Or some well-known thing, maybe The Hill, I don't know. And they were using the word to wrong, or there. Yeah, there. I don't know. Those are easy first grade. How do you not know? It's because you don't care. And if somebody doesn't use those words correctly, I cannot think they have the critical thinking to have a conversation with. It's kind of hard. About UFOs. Everybody's going to hate me tonight. It started off with the terrible thank yous with the super chats. Look, and they're gone. And I haven't seen them since. I did. Poor Tim. That wasn't good. Oh, they're still here? Okay. What time is it? It's on the channel. Yeah. Let me pull up the channel. Because you don't want to tell us. You got to show the channel. I'm pulling it up, of course. Look, it's even in... Oh, you don't see this. Yep. Oh, I had it in my recent... Yeah, Meatloaf died. Yep. Meatloaf has died. Who's Lou? Hey, let's play the trailer. There we go. Oh, this is for Area 503's movie. 20 hours ago. Jesus. Oh, I was sleeping. Shh. Could have been. Oh, this is great. Thanks, Manny.
We have tackled many strange stories on 60 Minutes, but perhaps none like this.
Here to
Well, there it is. So it'll be out. No, I'm joking.
discuss Luis Elizondo, former director of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
UFOs have captivated the public interest for decades, but they've always been dismissed, including by me, as the province of wackos.
Luis Elizondo is a former military intelligence official and currently works with the Stars Academy and the History Channel, and he joins us now.
My name is Lou Elizondo.
Boo!
For nearly the last decade, I ran a sensitive aerospace threat identification program.
Liar!
It was in this position I learned that the phenomena is indeed real.
And somehow managed to leapfrog
And now, as a
us,
member of
or
to the
completely
None of them have
incorrect.
obvious
And I think it's
explanations. These
important.
are aircraft, apparently, that are moving in ways that appear to violate physics, that are flying very differently from any aircraft ever
It
observed,
demonstrates
and
that the U.S.
way
government has
faster than
actually
any
indeed been
plane
dealing with
that
this
we know
issue for over
400
70 years.
What is this?
And that's a little
Well,
bit
we don't know,
problematic,
because for some
because if we
reason-
say this is foreign adversarial technology, we know that the Russians...
This is great. What a great trailer already.
On October 14th, 2017, Lou Daniel Elizondo IV stepped on stage in Seattle, Washington, announcing to the world that the UFO phenomenon was real.
It was in this position I learned that the phenomena is indeed real.
Pierced lips.
Lou would instantly rise to the top of the UFO subculture, being backed by a global media campaign labeling him as a Pentagon UFO whistleblower. Previous to this day, no one outside of the military intelligence community, a few politicians, and a close-knit circle of defense industry contractors had ever heard of the name Lou Elizondo. Very little is known about Mr. Elizondo beyond the biography that is listed on his website at louiselizondoofficial.com. There remain to this day some very serious and alarming unanswered questions about Lou, his background, and his claims. Every piece of evidence obtained in the making of this documentary was located during a thorough search of public records available on the internet. While such information is considered public, I have gone to great lengths to protect the privacy of every individual mentioned in this piece, while only including information that is entirely relevant in an attempt to answer the question of, who's Lou? In order to be completely transparent, a full bibliography of original copies of the research material obtained during the making of this film, along with source reference links, is being made publicly available on the website www.who'sloumovie.com. Who's Lou?
Who knew? Who's Lou? How now, brown cow? That's going to be awesome. Manny, that is so incredible. That was a really good trailer, by the way. I was hooked immediately. Go to Area 503 if you want to go check out Manny's channel and all of his UFO videos he made along the last couple of years or so. So, good job. Yeah, and, well, when is it coming out? Did I not play the rest of it or something? Did I miss it? Oh, here it is. Premieres on the 29th. So just look for the launch notification in a few days. So, thumbs up that one. Good job. Yep, I am a subscriber. The bell is still full white. That's how you get all notifications, people. This here. If you just do this, if you unsubscribe, and then you go like this, you got to hit that bell. There and there. And then check your phone to make sure YouTube, the app, is accepting all notifications. This way you don't miss anything from Goof On and Friends, Area 503, Third Phase of Moon, Dark Hour Paranormal, Dr. J Radio Live, Apollo's Odyssey, and so on. Into Thin Air, Unidentified S4, Truth Seekers, Alien Scientist, Michael Schratt, John D'Souza. By the way, did you see that last night on Third Phase, that interview with him? That is unbelievable, that interview. As a matter of fact, it's so good, I want to play a few minutes of it here. Maybe I can't, because I don't see it. Now I see it. It's not on their homepage yet. Okay. This was really good. This goes along with what we're going through and in ufology right now. Everything that's happening. It's unbelievable, this interview. Let me play it.
The UFO phenomenon, the paranormal. Whoops. You know, I would have thought this would be some kind of a joke, but you know, it's real life, and I'm so happy that we're here in Arizona, Tucson, and I'm meeting with you, John, to discuss what's going on right now in the world. Appreciate you joining us right here at Third Phase of Moon today.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. It's great to be here on Third Phase of Moon. You guys are awesome. I love the work you do, and this is so important, especially now.
You know, exactly. What's happening right now seems like we're not in Kansas anymore, right? The whole narrative has come full forward in the major news, and now the Congress has just dropped the big nothing burgers. Everybody's saying, you know, this is kind of the broken record. Are people getting fed up with the news coming out in regards to what the major media is spreading to us?
Yeah, people are really tired, and so are experts in the field, and so are casual observers. Everybody's pretty fed up with this whole, what we were calling countdown to disclosure, because we all kind of knew the government would let us down with this report that came out. And now that it's happened, and now that the report was really, and I'll tell you something, one of the reasons that people are upset with this is because they don't understand that this report, this nothing burger that finally came out, it's really just a placeholder. It's not a conclusion of anything. It's just like, let's put a pin in this, let's and then come back to it later. And
yeah,
they are.
exactly.
They're going to come back to this later, and they're going to continue this operation, which this whole thing was just part of an operation to ratchet up fear, to ratchet up defense budgets, to help the military-industrial complex to feed off people's fear and grow larger and larger. And that's what this is a part of, and that is going to continue very shortly.
Wait, what did he just say? What did he say that's growing larger? The fear, or?
Industrial complex to feed off people's fear and grow.
Oh, so the industrial complex thing he said. That's what it is.
Industrial complex to help the military-industrial complex to feed off people's fear and grow larger.
So this whole thing that we've been through, this threat The Nothing Burger on June 25th was all about getting the military to grow. Right? Isn't that what he said? The military implex, what is it?
Budgets to help the military-industrial complex.
The military-industrial complex. I can never remember that. That's just weak. I'm not that smart. I admit it. Above average IQ, but good critical thinking. Anyway, if it's to build the military-industrial complex even bigger, that makes sense, and that's what I've been saying all along. This is about money. This is about getting funding for whatever secret projects they want to work on, or straight up military-industrial complex, everything that's included with that. And they did, because, like I said, and I'm sure this is going to be in the movie in Area 503, Lou stopped talking, as well as the media. Nick Pope, too. If you haven't noticed, they have all stopped using the threat. They stopped now. Now they've gone into we think they're maybe inner Earth. Maybe they're paranormal related, like with spirits, demons, as we learned in Season 1 of Unidentified Episode 4 in the last 6 minutes. Demons. We're dealing with Bible-thumping, military-industrial complex thinking admirals, generals, all the way up to the president. Demons. It's demons. That's what it's for. We're fighting against aliens. Is that what? Do you guys really believe we're fighting against aliens? No. No. We're not fighting against aliens, my friends. Now, let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there who make a lot of claims that have absolutely zero proof. And they talk about this as if it's real, that there's an alien war happening just in our solar system, somewhere near the Earth. And there's like 4 or 5 groups of aliens that are protecting the Earth. And there's always this one imposter alien that, oh no, they don't want to, protect Earth, and it's 4 against 1, but this one is so powerful that they could take on the other 4. So it's a real war happening up there. Oh, it's David and Goliath. It's Bible-thumping bullshit. I don't buy it. Get out of my yard. I don't believe it. Sorry, I don't mean to yell. I have to get one of those fuzzy. Well, they gave me a fuzzy thing that goes over this. It's so tight, it won't, and it doesn't stay on. I don't know, I got it around here somewhere. I know, I don't like, the crackling of it is so bad, I'm trying not to yell. But, I feel like I have to project my voice. I used another microphone where I had to get close, so I'm still in that habit of that. Even though I've had this microphone for a very long time. 6 months? A year? About a year. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. It's been a year I got this microphone. Well, anyway, it is what it is. The threat is gone. If you believe what they tell you, then yes, there's a threat. They're saying there are these things, these mysterious drones is their new terminology for it. And, they're going up to our nuclear facilities, and they're, imposing, and they're very, very, oh my gosh, it's almost as if they're wanting to attack, and this threat, I tell you, which has never happened. Ever. Oh, they're setting up, they're fronting, just like Russia is? Is that what they're doing? Just like Russia's doing with the Ukraine right now? They're postulating? Is that what it's called? Postulating? They're, what are they doing? I don't know, but they got over 100,000 troops over there, man. So the threat is real over there, but you can't say that aliens are having a war above the Earth without showing me any proof. Oh, and here's a new one. The UFOs that we see that in our atmosphere, this is the new one I heard. Those are the ones that are breaking down because they've been in a battle and they're landing on Earth to save themselves because of the war. Hey man, I can't use my my gravity amplifiers. Well, go to the blue planet down there. Just go there and hang out over by that big thing over there. You mean that big building? Yeah, go land over there. But people will see me, sir. Go in the middle of the desert. And that's when we get our UFO videos. Always in the middle of nowhere, in the desert, above the ocean, all the way up too far away in the middle of nowhere. Why would it be over the city? Because it's broken. And it's fighting the war above the earth. It's beautiful. It's you can't write this stuff, you know. People, well, I guess people are. But you know what I mean? It's not something you would just make up, or it is. I don't know what I'm doing here. Everything's made up. And that's kind of what D'Souza's saying here. I'm going to jump ahead to the 6-minute mark because it looked like he was being asked a question. Get to another topic on this. I'm telling you, it's a really good one. We got Blake here. You got Jesus hands.
You know, they've been struggling so long to have anybody listen to them, and now all of a sudden the major news is talking about it, so everybody's getting up and they're excited about that there's a discussion. But the problem is the discussion is flawed. And again, like you're saying, they're not examining the true nature of the message. Is this, again, you're saying it's by design, but is there people within this field that are, you know, controlled by a higher up, maybe an alphabet agency or some kind of black ops operati that have these players involved?
Absolutely. There's always, whenever you see trickery going on, whenever you see obfuscation going on, you can be sure that there's some CIA elements involved there. It always is. That's like a universal rule. So you're going to have CIA involved in this. You're going to have other intelligence agencies possibly as well, also involved in this. But it's basically like an intelligence complex, like the military-industrial complex. It's an intelligence complex that is put to work towards getting these individuals, compromising them. And sometimes that's through money, but a lot of times it's just through adulation.
Can't we just be saying here that this is all conspiracy, what he's saying? Because there's no proof, no physical proof of any of this. And that falls in line with everything in ufology. Physical proof is never given, shown, seen. Oh, they tell us it is. But then we get the redacted upon redacted upon redacted important information, right? We get those thick black lines. Black lines matter. That is a great t-shirt. I don't even have to write that one down. I'm going to make that. But it's true. Even those, like, okay, an example. Lou came out, and I'm against this threat thing. And I believe it. I understand the threat. But whether or not it's aliens or some unknown, we don't have any proof either way. He could be telling the truth, right? Lou Elizondo could definitely be telling the truth. And I'm wrong all along. He could be. Then you got John D'Souza, and he gives his side of the story. And he could be telling the truth. So then, how do you know who's telling the truth? Is everybody lying? Is everybody telling the truth? And the answer to that is yes. Because there's always some truth in the lie, and there's always some lie in the truth. No, wait. No, you can't have it the second way. Because the truth is the truth. So we don't know. So then what do? then you look at the evidence a little more closely. Did Lou work at ATIP? Well, at one time, yeah, and many people have said he's worked at ATIP, especially Lakatsky. That guy worked at OSAP, right? He said Lou worked at ATIP. And I think Lakatsky would tell the truth on that, so I believe that Lou did work there. But I don't think he ran ATIP. How do I know? I don't. His records got removed, right? That he worked there now. No emails ever shown that Lou ever worked there because they erased them, according to Lou. But Lou doesn't have the evidence to back it up. Show me an email that you forwarded maybe to your own computer. I would never do that. I follow the law. Yeah, I believe it. Then you got D'Souza saying, well, hey, where'd you get all your information? Then he'll say, whistleblowers. Oh, who? Well, I can't tell you that. That's what a whistleblower does. They are anonymous. Oh, okay. So why would you even ask that question? I got to give it a try. Oh, you think I'm all of a sudden going to forget and go, John Waters? Oh, it's never happened. Whistleblowers. Then you're like, whistleblowers? Yeah, it's as bad as Lou. So I don't trust it either. This is the world we're living in. Now, I like John D'Souza and like listening to him speak, but maybe I just don't know enough. But it doesn't sound... I mean, he's got proof according to him. It's in his book, right? Website? I think it's on the website. But how can we verify things? That's my problem. I want to verify. I don't want to look at, what he's got and just believe it because he says it's true. Official documents, well, that's a different story, but you can fake those too. But I don't think D'Souza's that type of guy. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he's not. 99.9%. Nobody's perfect. That's the problem I have with this whole entire field, is listening to all these people speak and, who do you believe? Wow, the first time I heard Bob Lazar, I'm like, wow, that was pretty good. And then second time I heard Bob Lazar, I'm like, wow, I mean, this guy seems like he's truthful. And then people started looking into him, and now the story falls apart, and now I just don't know. Do I believe this guy? Well, he sounds like he's telling the truth. The behavior panel says it looks like he's telling the truth, but then sometimes he's deceptive on the important questions. Like, did you see UFOs? There was deception in his voice. I saw his lip quiver. All right, let's listen to Johnny Boy and one more question here, because I love what he's saying. I just don't know 100% what I can believe anymore. I tell you what, I'd rather believe John D'Souza, and this is why I speak what I speak, what I believe, because I don't believe the government. When has the government not lied? They lie all the time, especially about UFOs. I'm trying not to yell. Especially about UFOs.
Kind of disconnected also. So that's how they get a lot of their illegal work done. And so you've probably got a lot of that going on where it's not really directly the government paying these journalists to report this same script, this script that has been given to them very carefully. A lot of times it's through these intelligence shops that work, that compromise these people, compromise these individuals, and get them to do whatever they want. And that happens every day, every single day.
So you got these actors that have been involved. They're either paid, they're gifted, or given access. And this is why they're going along with it. Are there any good guys out there? Like, we receive videos on a daily basis. We have some of the best UFO footage that comes in. The major media doesn't want to touch it. And they're continuing to show the worst bottom of the barrel quality videos. And they're dumbing down the public. And this is supposed to be the biggest story ever, and this is the worst evidence they're bringing forward. Yeah. So to me, is there anybody out there that they could deal with, the major media, or they're just, they're not going to have it? It just seems they don't want to deal with the real evidence, and they don't want to deal with real people like yourself.
Yeah.
Have you been approached recently to be on the major media? You've been in this game for a long time.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. I was actually approached to the Stars Academy when they were for possibly becoming a researcher for them. This was a while back, and I advised them that, and they advised me, would I be able to read a script? That's all they wanted to know. And I told them, no, that's not what I do. That's not what I do under any cases. And they went away. They went away real fast. And they instead hired, well, a bunch of people that, a few people that you guys know who they are. I don't even want to repeat who they are, but yeah, I have been approached in that sense. And we are now, what I wanted to tell you was that we are now in the final phases of an authoritarian empire where the media is part of that empire. And so we now can no longer trust anyone in corporate media, all right? All we can trust are basically citizen reporters on the ground, around the world, around the country. Citizen reporters, unincorporated citizen reporters, like the people who send Third Phase of Moon their UFO videos. They're genuine, authentic UFO videos. Those things have more reality and authenticity to them than all the nonsense that Fox and CNN puts on from the 1950s. That's nonsense. And so that's where we are. We can only trust regular citizen reporters, people who they're the only ones who can have any sense of trustworthiness at this point.
And yeah, I want to clarify for the record, we're not doing any scripting here. We just met in person for the first time. Have we ever approached you ever to script out anything, John?
No, you have never.
So it is true. The media, as people have seen over years, I'm sure you've gone through thousands of YouTube videos and come across this one video where it shows every news agency saying everything the same for that day. What a great day in the frigid cold of, Augusta, Georgia. We're here at the incredibly cold. And then the next news agency says the same thing. We're here in the frigid. And then you see all of like 20 different news agencies saying the same thing verbatim at the same time, in that Brady Bunch square, and they're all saying the same thing. It's amazing to me. And that's because they all get emailed that information for the day. And this is a story that must be told by all of you, everyone. And that goes all the way into the internet as well. The internet, I believe, changed everything. Obviously it did, but it changed the way our mainstream media delivers the news. And I've learned, working with few, in my day, that they're not the brightest people ever. Yeah, as a matter of fact, most of them seemed like they needed desperate help to get to the goal. It's like, weren't you prepared? Haven't you ever done this before? Just kind of scattered, And that's scary when you're getting your news delivered from the mainstream media. I remember in the old days when we only had 3 channels and they didn't have an opinion. They just delivered the facts. Well, the internet changed all that because a lot of people decided that, Jerry Springer may have changed all that officially. People like reality TV. People like reality. And reality sells. And UFOlogy got caught up in this. And now they show, when you watch the news, they don't show the real UFO sightings on the news. They show the ones that look the best in their eyes. And they don't do any research. And they're supposed to be investigative journalists. They should know that the last 4 videos you just played on the news weren't real at all. They were CGI. So, the public sees this. And look, there's not a lot of people doing UFO research. You may think there is. There's people that are casual observers of the subject, but I would say 85 to 95% of the people that have an interest don't research it. So what they see is CGI, and they said, oh, that's what a UFO looks like. That's exactly what they look like? All right, I saw that. No, you didn't see that. You may have seen something that looked like that. And they also show Chinese lanterns. They show, mainstream media shows the parachuters with the flares on their boots. Firework displays that are doing loop-de-loops in the sky over a neighborhood. Yeah, that's what UFOs are doing. Oh, it's breaking down from the alien war. It might be. See, it all comes around. Hey, Ricardo Jimenez with a $2 Taco Tuesday $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Mr. Jimenez. Perfect timing, too, because my stomach will be good for tomorrow. Thank you very much. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give you one of these. Gush. Thank you, Ricardo Jimenez, for your Taco Tuesday $2 super chat. Mucho gusto, generoso, a continuing supporter. Damn it, of GoofOn. Thank you, Ricardo. Mucho gusto, generoso. You can help support the show for sure. You know, we survive 6 days a week with your help. And you could use PayPal, Cash App, or become a patron as well. All the links are in the description of every show, including this one, and the home page of GoofOn at the About section, all the way to the right. All the links are there. Help support GoofOn if you like the show. If you don't like it, hey, vafangul, eh? Your mother's a whore, all right? No, just kidding. No, I'm not. Anyway, it's changed. People are dummied down. A very small percentage of us are doing real research. As a matter of fact, very few people are doing real research, even those that are on UFO Twitter every day. Come to find out, they got a lot to learn. And I'm still learning every day. It's a continual learning thing. This ufology is always in a flux because there's always something new to talk about. Nah, not really. It's kind of boring. That's why we talk about people. People change. That's what it is. Like these people behind me, especially this guy. What a segue. Right? Look at that. I mean, that was a perfect transition, I'd have to say. Ma, meatballs for me. Oh, thank you. Already got him. It's Ben Yorkshire, UK. Oh, it's a 2-pounder. You did it again. See, that's how you deliver. No message. No sticker. Right? Just rolling it up and that's a 2-pounder. Oh yeah, that is. Thanks, Mr. Yorkshire. Thanks, Ben. Mucho gusto, generoso, sir. You'll get this one. Because I like that one. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Continuing supporter of GoofOn. Wild Ascension. People are afraid to do the research because they might get swindled into being some disinformation agent and then they're denying it. Never thought of that. Yeah, that's true. That's funny, actually. You guys are funny. Oh, what's today? Oh no, tomorrow's the Wednesday. Is it Wednesday emails? We're doing them Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Yeah. What is that? All right, here we go. Let's get this going here. I want to give you something funny to look at. No, not now. That's not that funny. It is funny. No. Here it is. I don't know if any of you have ever seen this guy, but many people have sent this to me because of my heritage. So I'm going to play this for you. It's Don't Disrespect Me guy. You familiar?
Disrespect me looking like Flamingo Joe from Punch Out.
Oh my God, that's
disrespect me with just for men in your hair, extra medium brown. You heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me looking like Mo from The Simpsons. Don't ever disrespect me looking like Black Rob in a Canadian tuxedo. You heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me having a midlife crisis with that outfit. You heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me looking like Weird Al Yankovic. You heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me looking like a hood Gwyneth Paltrow. You heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me like you work for Vomino's Pizza. You heard?
Vomino's.
Disrespect me with your bangs hanging out your do-rag, you heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me looking like Juani Bravo, you heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me looking like Requiem for a Dream, you heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me looking like a stand-up comedian that never made it. Y'all don't ever disrespect me with that sunroof top, you heard? With the shape up in the front, you heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me looking like Whoopi Silverberg. Y'all don't ever disrespect me with a fake Canada goose on, you heard? That shit is a Niagara Falls goose. Bing bong. Y'all don't ever disrespect me looking like Flamingo Joe from Punch Out. Oh, Pop, don't ever disrespect me with
Sorry. My green screen fell down over there. That guy he's so funny, isn't he? Don't ever disrespect me, you hear? Unidentified S4 gets that. He left, yeah, he left. I like the one with the Punch Out. That was so funny because he does look like that Joe guy from Punch Out. It's an old video game from Atari. I want to see if I missed anybody here. Tracy Lynn with the $3 super sticker with one of these. Thank you, Tracy. Sorry I missed it. I got it now. Frapsap. Oh, he started it off. Wait, he threw down 10. Oh, wait, that's last night. Okay, yeah, that's last night. Tim Freestone, gotcha. Steph Paints, got that. Tracy Lynn, Ricardo, and Ben Yorkshire. Okay, so I'm caught up. All right, I feel bad. Sorry, Tracy. God, I hope she's still here and heard me say that. Nintendo. What do I remember? You know, I grew up with Pong. We had Atari 2600 and Intellivision. When I was in high school, my sophomore year, I got ColecoVision, which was the best of the best. The games were just like they were in the arcade. Yeah, and I had pole position. I got the actual steering wheel. Yeah, I love video games. Love them. I just can't play them anymore. I don't have time. My video game is editing now. But I like that guy. You hear? I hear you. All right, what is this? Joe Rogan got surprised by Jordan Peterson. Why do I have this video? Oh, here we go. This is everything ufology is right here. This is good.
It's deceptive. When you edit someone and take their words out of context and change them around, you're being deceptive.
And the New York Times did that again this week. They had some philosophy professor from Hong Kong University write a piece on me, and they quoted me. It was a sentence. There's like the first phrase was in quotes, and then there was some joining words, and then the second phrase was in quotes, and there was some joining words, and then the third phrase was in quotes, and the three quotes added up to a statement that bore no resemblance whatsoever to what I was saying.
How can they do that in the New York Times?
Well,
that seems to me to be something that should be the
I don't think they can.
of what they stand for.
I don't think they can, Joe. I think they're killing their brand so fast that they can't.
But it's so disturbing to me as a person who's been a fan of the New York Times forever.
I know.
I just don't understand how they could allow that to happen. How could you allow your what is the gold standard for journalism How could you allow it to become something that willfully misrepresents someone to push an ideology?
That's the media now. That's what we have to deal with. Even the New York Times and the Post and the Boston Globe and Staten Island Daily News. They all lie. It's a shame. That's why this field is awful. This guy took advantage of that field. Stan Romanek. He's the guy who, if you don't remember, about a decade ago, well, let's pull up a video of Stan Romanek. I didn't think to pull it up for some reason, but let's pull up the famous Stan Romanek, Alien in the Window. Well, this guy made a name for himself, and he was arrested, found guilty for having a computer filled with child porn. He was a potential pedo. I'm afraid to say it. But that's, Stan Romanek. He says that the government took him down because of his evidence. And they planted it all. That was the thing. They planted it. It's all planted. They took him down because he had the best evidence ever. Here it is.
It's an internet dream, and now an internet phenomenon. American Jeff Peckman says he's filmed an alien visiting Earth. He's hoping his film will bolster his case for greater scrutiny of UFOs and training for police and
That's not the actual video, I don't think.
Our planet's extraterrestrial guests.
Yeah, it is. I don't remember it being like that.
75,000
This is like a different version or something.
And he says that since videos about his film have
This has got to be an enhanced version. But anyway, that's what it looked like. And Stan also had some pretty interesting UFO videos before he went overboard with the fake alien in the window. He also had an alien at a, like you have a sliding glass door. He had one that was peeking in like almost horizontally, like peeking in through the side and then backing away. Silly. And it doesn't even look real. And you want to say it could look real because you want to convince yourself that aliens exist. But when you look at it, you can tell that it looks like a dummy. There's just something unnatural about what he was doing. But he did have some other sightings that were quite interesting. Now let's do this. I have something I'm going to pull up for you. But Stan Romanek, I have always called him the worst of the worst hoaxers we've ever seen. I think he completely hoaxed everything he captured. And I'll say that. Yeah, well, maybe I haven't seen everything. Maybe there's some that I haven't seen. But from what I remember seeing, I said, no way, that's fake. He had this one that looked really good. And figured out what it was. He put a blinking light, an LED light that blinks in a balloon, and he sent it off. And then out of nowhere, he's like, oh, and then he sees some kids, I think on the side of the road or something in his neighborhood, who knows. He goes, what is that? What does that look like? Oh, it's a UFO, and you could see it blinking, and that's how he did it. How do you know you weren't there? Well, we did some tests. I did some testing. And I have it on video. Look, here's what I wanted to show you.
Do you believe, and have the men in black been following you around, that they are possible ETs themselves or are using ET technology?
I've not been followed by anything that resembles a Men in Black. I have been followed by Black Ops and got into a fight with something, you know, with some Black Ops. But
what did he say? Some black cops? Wow, I didn't know he was Black Ops. Oh, I thought he said black cops. Sorry.
Black Ops and got into a fight with something, you know, with some Black Ops. But if anything showed up at our door that resembled a Men in Black, we'd clock him over the head and hide him in our basement.
When you were abducted in this incredible story, you explained that you were found with a nightgown on of some kind, and rumor is that it could have been Betty Hill's nightgown.
Oh my God, no. I had to stop it. I've never seen this before, by the way. You'd think I would have, but I haven't. I had to stop it there. Did he just ask him if he was wearing Betty Hill's dress? You know Betty and Barney Hill from the 60s? This just took this whole thing to another level of holy shh.
How can people make this stuff up? How in the world?
Oh, okay, all right.
And why would people make this stuff up?
Because I can see this guy wearing a dress. That's how. That's how. Him and his tweezed eyebrows. That's how. Role-playing alien sexual deviate, defiant, no.
The times, and again,
there it
I
is.
think they do it to try to prove a point. Or maybe they just laugh at me because I freak out so bad. I've been left on the butt naked. I've been left outside with the slide bolts locked inside. I've come back.
Yeah, easy to say. Easy to say. Hey, watch this, guys. You ready? Yesterday, I got locked out of my house. It's easy to lie.
One time after an experience, pretty intense experience, I came back in a woman's nightgown. They stuffed me in the wrong clothing. And my wife thinks this is the funniest damn thing. True
Wait,
story.
what happened?
Nightgown. They stuffed. One time after an experience, pretty intense experience, I came back in a woman's nightgown. They stuffed.
Oh my God! He came back in a woman's nightgown. A woman's nightgown. So why would it be a stretch to say that he came back in Betty Hill's nightgown? Aliens and time travel, and you never know. Maybe Betty Hill has a clone. Tawny 23 with a 2-pounder. She just rolled it up and just... Ow! Thank you. Continuing. No, a new supporter of Goof On. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Mucho gusto generoso. Oh my God. He did. He got caught cross-dressing in public. He was running around outside in a dress. Hey, whatever you do behind closed doors, that's fine. I don't care. But once you bring it out in public, that's my business.
Stuffed me in the wrong clothing. And my wife thinks this is the funniest damn thing. True story.
You can see. Now, for those of you who have never been here before, I like to analyze people's body language. And everything we just saw was so obvious that I don't think I have the time to even go over all the problems I had with his body language, his face.
I've come back one time after an experience, pretty intense experience. I came back in a woman's nightgown. They stuffed me in the wrong clothing.
See the way he shook his head no. He looked down and to the right. You know, he's searching. His eyebrows and blinking was a little bit erratic.
My wife
See?
thinks this is the funniest damn thing.
He won't even open his eyes when he says my wife. He closes his eyes, raises his eyebrows. It's amazing. And look at the pierced lips. Look at that face. That's a face a mother wouldn't love.
True story.
Anybody who has to start out by saying true story is telling you a lie.
I
True
went
story.
to bed wearing a shirt that I got for my bachelor party. My friend had it made, and it said, "I've been abducted by aliens, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt." I went to bed with that shirt on. I woke up in a woman's nightgown, and that shirt was missing. And so, whoever ended up with that, could you imagine being taken and, they put the wrong clothes on and you get that shirt, you wake up next to your husband and you have some guy's shirt that says that? You can't tell me they don't have a sense of humor.
Stan, how can you get your evidence to the U.S. government and get disclosure? And if they won't give it to us, will you go to other countries with your evidence and see if they might help and disclose what they have?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know. Ex-ministers of defense. Some of the people working on my case are ex-naval intelligence. I have a friend who's, ex-NSA, a very close friend. These are all very enlightened people. They've had experiences and they switched to the light, not the dark.
We have over 37,000 subscribers and we're hit about 150,000 hits a day, about 3.5 million times a month. What do you think our viewers could do to help get the word out?
Just really, it's kind of pay it forward. Believe that there is stuff out there because there truly is. Whoever these guys, you gotta understand the government, the secret government. I don't think it's necessarily the government. I'm gonna say maybe a secret government. They have a vested interest in keeping this quiet because if we find out the truth, then they lose power. Then they don't matter anymore. Honestly, knowing that we are not the...
That's a ridiculous statement. The most ridiculous of ridiculous you could think. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, Space Force, and Secret Ops, and Black Ops, and Black Budget Projects, and yada, yada, yada. They're all still needed. Those will be the ones that'll be helping the transition if there's disclosure. Those people will work alongside them and make sure that, they're on the up and up as best they can. We don't know what we're going to be dealing with. That's not a fair statement. Because they feel like they're not needed anymore? How can you say that? They'll be more needed then than ever. Yeah, so that's another thing. Stan Romanek always talked out of his ass. He's not the brightest bulb on the tree. He tells a good story, but let me tell you something. If I wanted to tomorrow, I could turn ufology on its head and just start lying and telling you that I've been having these incredible experiences, and some people might believe it. And I would tell you something that would make you want to believe it, even though you'd be like, wait a minute, you've been somewhat of a skeptic for 18 years, now all of a sudden you're telling us, you wouldn't believe it. Well, that's how it is with the government. Why would they want to give us disclosure anyway? After all this time, now they're going to give it to us. They're not giving it to us. Stan Romanek is wrong. UFOs, I don't think, are that abundant. Although people are sending in stuff all the time to us. But, it always seems like there's an explanation. At least in my head. And some of them, when I see these UFO sightings, I want to believe so badly. I'll just say, I can't figure it out, but all right, maybe it is an alien craft or some technology I don't know about. But what is it doing hanging around Popatelli or whatever that volcano is, that this diamond-shaped looking UFO, disc-shaped. And then there were some parts to that video where it did this, and I'm like, maybe it's a drone. I know drones make that motion all the time, back and forth like that. But this one was leaning like one way, but it wasn't moving. Usually when drones move, they tilt, when they move. Because that's the angle of the propellers. It changes the angle of the drone. I don't think a UFO would need to do that. I don't know. But I always think that as badly as even I want to believe, I don't. I just, there's something in me that thinks there's an explanation for everything. Just like we started off the show with the ISS thing, and I was calling it, it's got to be an iridium flare satellite, because it looks like one of those from Earth. Doesn't mean it is. It's just like, what are the odds it's a UFO? That's why I don't believe everything. I just can't. You have to go with, what is it? Occam's razor. The most logical explanation is usually the answer. Isn't that it? Isn't that it? The most logical, is it? Who's this guy? Hey, Black Lotus Productions with a $20 super chat. I learned a lesson about karma tonight. I send you an email about it, Rich. It'll make you laugh. Feel free to read it on your show. Oh. Well, hell yeah. Thank you, Black Lotus Productions on Sundays and Thursdays on YouTube. They used to do just Sunday only. Now they're added a day. I hope you guys are doing well. They all caught the magic cold that's been going around, so I hope you guys are all better. And glad to see you on Thursday, I hope. But if not, Sunday. Thanks for the super chat, continuing supporter of GoofOn, and thank you, Black Lotus Productions, for your $20 contribution to the greatest cause on the internet. Good. Mucho gusto, generoso to GoofOn. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Thank you. $20. Hey, Dark Hour Paranormal's here. Yeah. Shadi Panorin, how you been? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great new year. Hi, Mary Young Sliwa. I still don't know how to say it. AL Warrior in the house. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Hey, Anthony Da Vinci. Are you a new one here? Anthony Da Vinci. I know UFOs are real because one of my family members was abducted, and that is the truth. Well, because you said that's the truth at the end of it instead of the beginning, I do believe you. Anytime you start a story off by saying, this is a true story. Thank you. I believe you. I believe you, Tony. Anthony, excuse me. We don't have that kind of relationship yet. I'm positive. What's up, Mr. Big Feet? It started with my friends laughing at me. They're always laughing at me until they started to take me seriously when they were curious, even a little envious, wanting their own experience. That's interesting, right? Those are good friends you got there. Good friends. Even though they're probably laughing at you behind your back. Hey, do you believe Mr. Big Feet? I don't know. Why would he lie? I don't know. He never lied to us before. So you really think he saw that thing? I don't know. You think he would lie about that? He's never lied before. I just said that. I know. What's up, Mortimer? Good to see you here. Sleepy Rain. So as I was saying about Stan Romanek, did you know he and I got an email to be on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And Stan Romanek was also to be on the show. So when I found out that it was in the email they sent us of who was going to be with us and all that, potential guests. And I wrote back and I said, oh, I'd love to come on. Just let me know when and where. And I said, but this Stan Romanek guy you shouldn't have on. And then I told them why. And they didn't invite me. But I think he did have that interview with Oprah. Pretty big. I'm not sure. I could have sworn I've seen it. I've seen them talking about it, just one-on-one, you know? Not on the couch or anything, just like in chairs. That's how I've seen it. It's weird. There's something else about this guy. Well, Stan Romanek, I thought maybe we would see some of his sightings in this interview, but we don't. I wanted to show you some. Let me see if there are any other on Third Phase's site here, because they did a few interviews with them. Here's another one. This is an interview. Let's see. Oh, wait.
I've not been followed by...
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Look how old. This is 10 years old.
Have these beans actually given you a glimpse?
Beans? Beans? I want to see the sighting. I'm joking, Blake. Here we go. This is fun to look back. I don't remember all this stuff.
Things here with multiple agendas. You know, people wonder, why do some people have very nice, what I call contact experiences, and some people have horrific abduction experiences?
Because they're
there
assholes.
are multiple things here with multiple agendas. You have to understand what the word human means. Human doesn't mean we are just from this planet. I saw an interesting...
Wait a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's see. Human. Relating to or characteristic of people or human beings, the human body. Relating to or characteristic of people. Okay, so he's right. Aliens are relatable to humans because they have 2 eyes, 2 noses, and 2 teeth.
Clip on
something like that.
It was CNN about 7 months ago. I was watching CNN late night. The head of the Human Genome Project was on, and he came out point blank and said, "Oh, and then late night."
Oh, this is John Bondalian. Wow, that's a good UFO right there. I thought this was Stan Romanek's. I want to see Romanek's. All right, here's some things here.
Severely dyslexic, have maybe a 5th grade math level. I thought it was gibberish until I had my first regression, hypnotic regression. And
oh, he says he's only got a 5th grade math education and he was able to draw these things? Is that what he just said?
I mean, it makes sense. They have the ability to know what's going to happen in the future, apparently. Well, during my experiences, they put stuff in my head. That's the only way that I can explain it. And I'm severely dyslexic, have maybe a 5th grade math level. I thought it was gibberish until I had my first regression, hypnotic regression, and it started coming out. Well, what they gave me, the first equation they gave me was a structure for a chemical element that didn't exist at the time. They didn't even have the structure for it. It took the researchers a few years to figure it out, and then finally 2 years later, somebody sent me a newspaper article. Hey, some Russian and German physicists created this new element. That was 2 years afterwards. Some of these equations are known. Some of them are still being worked on, you know, and one of them I wrote They couldn't understand it until they put it up to a mirror, and when they looked in the mirror, they could read it. I wrote it backwards, apparently. And these are some of the top physicists in the world. There's always an argument. Some guy will come on and say, oh, you copied that off the internet. Well, if you listen, if you do research and you talk to the physicists involved, they'll tell you this didn't come off the internet.
All right, first of all, flaw in the story, other than the incredible body language that's just all over the place, all over the map. He believes what he's saying, but the story doesn't make sense, because that would make him the only person that I've ever heard that came back, other than the guy, what was the guy who touched Peniston, who touched the UFO at Rendlesham, that gave him the ones and zeros and all that. This is the first time anybody's come back with better math and an equation on something. That's what these hoaxers like to do. They like to come back with something that nobody's ever said, nobody's ever tried to prove. He wrote these equations down, but I think it was a well thought out equation that he wrote down. I would like to see the regression. If he was regressed, like I think he just said, then there should be a recording of it, a video with him writing this down. That's the thing. We don't see it being written down. That's evidence. Evidence, showing me a piece of paper with an equation doesn't really make me believe. I want to see him write it down, because that's a lot of stuff to remember accurately. And it would make me wonder if he could do that, just writing it out of memory. But that's Dan Romanek. So, look, I got to take off. I'm starting to have stomach issues right now, but I want to thank everybody for hanging out. The super chatters, the moderators, thank you for making the show work smoothly and help support the stream. Like I said a couple of times tonight, if you want to help support us after the show too, you can go to PayPal, the Cash App, and or become a patron. The links are all in the description and on the homepage in the About section. Thank you, newcomers. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and help build this community even larger to reach more voices and what we believe is the truth. And thank you, veterans, for being you and coming back. Thank you for all the support, keeping the chat room fun. And I'm Rich Giordano. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, right here on YouTube. And what are we? Well, goof on.
There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over? And why did it sound like treasured sites in Christianity?